Welcome to North West. I'm having a Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony adventure. Is a question that he asked at the end of the last episode.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already! You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably killed.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess? A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her.
Right, so this
asked me
all
pretty
but guarantees that it's
So
not
I
him,
decided to
right?
pry some info out of her.
I do like that it says confessing at the top, though.
She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder.
Oh yeah. So this is literally
So
what
that's when I decided to
Byakuya
prepare
did.
my
I still don't know
own
how to
crime
pronounce his
with a
name
plan.
in the first game. And I know that him and Nagato are all sort of a trio of shit stirrers. Is it?
I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive?
Hmm.
Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Shh, calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
What?
Huh? What did you... Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now. The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game.
Well, we've got a title for the episode at the very least.
As the Killing Game Busters!
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta, what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
'Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth. He's not someone who lies all the time like you.
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. Told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What? Gonta not understand what's going on, but still. Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others. 'Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
Not allowed to touch her.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
Maybe that was the
I am
Avatar
not the
era.
culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew is killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much.
Was that not a V? I feel like that was a V.
No problem. That's wrong.
Went up this tango. It was strawberry and watermelon.
Maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle
What's
Mew.
that?
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
Well,
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting.
like, oh yeah, because the little chibi people.
I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
Sorry, I thought it was on auto.
What?
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Can you just wrap the tissue paper around your
As long
hands?
as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait, what if it was something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
I think it might have been Gonta. I would never have guessed Gonta. So, if it's Gonta, then not on purpose. I don't think it. I think he, dickhead there, somehow tricked Gonta into doing it.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit.
I don't
so
know
there's
about
no point
that.
talking about it.
If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions. What about that avatar error?
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh?
I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit.
Hot!
Leave Gonta.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes!
But...
2 for 1 truth special! Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now. So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
Trial.
So we're gonna do that again?
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth. Split opinion. I figured out what it says now. And by figured out, I mean somebody else said it out loud. And I was like, oh, it's that! Why does it bring up the dead peoples?
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo!
The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kibo!
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo!
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
I like that one because I had both in.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma. Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without...
Kibo!
The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi!
I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie.
Kibo!
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill me!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
This is our answer!
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit.
Dick.
That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Okay.
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Quit it. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Maki, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth! Gonta really not culprit! 'Cause Gonta not know anything! Really!
Cut it out
Gonta not know
already!
anything.
That's all you've been
He had a
saying
thing
this
pulled
whole
out.
time!
Right? Gonta's been trying to tell us this entire time that he doesn't know anything. He was asleep the entire time. Can that be possible? He definitely came in. There's something up with those two wires. Maybe Gonta forgot. Gonta had wire pulled.
You're the one that needs
Wait,
to cut it out.
what did the Kokichi say? All you've been saying this whole time. That's true about Gonta. This whole time Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. You like this when Gonta wake up. Gonta was sleeping too. He had a strange dream. Not understand anything. But when exactly did he start using that after logging out of the virtual world?
That's it!
It means after he logged out, that means
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
The accident that hurt Gonta, that was... the loud noise? What happened to Gonta's avatar? I was wrong!
I was wrong!
Oh, yes, of course. Avatar error.
This is it!
He might have put them... He might have done them wrong accidentally.
Avatar user error occurred.
Yeah. You know about the avatar error. Okay, that means he definitely couldn't have touched her though, because now we know who had the error.
An avatar user error?
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
No, he just doesn't remember it.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
If that's the error, what do you mean? If that error is what's affecting Gonta, it's making him forgetful and loopy. And it's... What was the error? What could it have been? The two wires got crossed. I'm just going to press random things. M! I actually have no idea what it is yet. Memory. Okay, we need never M. Memory loss.
I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh? He doesn't remember?
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What? That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way Gonta's the culprit!
Okay. This just got a lot more interesting. This is really good.
Never hurt anyone! Gonta want to keep everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't...
Would never kill a friend!
Gonta is gentlemen! Gentlemen protect friends!
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
Gonta not lying! Gonta swear! Please believe Gonta!
What if Gonta was protecting his friend from being murdered?
Never hurt anyone!
Doesn't remember a thing about the virtual world?
Isn't he just confused?
Would never kill a friend!
Gonta is gentle!
It should have affected all of us!
Lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all okay, that means there was no good.
I want to listen to all the
Please
arguments.
believe Gonta!
So you...
Gonta doesn't remember because... He's bad with computers. Gonta would never kill a friend.
Is that something we can just assume?
I mean, he has flipped out before. But Gonta can't even kill an insect.
I actually have no idea which one is the correct one.
Believe Gonta!
Gonta doesn't remember.
Gonta want keep everyone safe!
You did it, but
Would never kill a friend.
Gonta is gentlemen! Friends!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Never heard it, Gonta. Doesn't remember a thing about the virtual world?
Just confused.
Kill a friend.
Is
Gonta is... It should have affected all of us. But because we're all okay, that means there
Okay,
was
I've got an idea.
Please believe Gonta! Heard anyone?
Gonta wants to keep everyone safe.
Kill a friend.
Gonta is gentlemen.
Gentlemen, protect friends!
your lies aren't protecting anyone.
Gonta not lying! Gonta
I heard it! The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
Okay.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
Also, there'd be an
If he
error
mixed
with his
the
consciousness.
and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What?
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Huh? How Gonta supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over.
Oh.
Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
She did.
Oh, but Gonta holds
She
chopsticks with
totally
this
did say
hand.
that. I wish they'd showed the meeting at some point.
Hand.
What?
Looks
Doesn't mean he
it's
killed her, though.
decided.
What's decided? He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on.
I'm really... This has
When
been my
Gonta wake
favorite.
up,
Like,
Mew
even if he
dead.
didn't do the killing,
Gonta
I
not
really...
know what happened.
I really love that we all just assumed he was dumb. He legitimately kept saying he didn't remember anything, and we just took it for granted. It's really cool.
So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta
protect
not
him.
kill Mew! Cause why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie. I'll never accept this. And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew.
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you.
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope. Only the person who actually commits the murder
Yeah, you wouldn't
becomes
escape.
the blackened.
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already.
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means...
Me?
Shuichi!
Also, he
You'll
does
be
have a
my
pretty good
partner,
motive.
right?
If he wants to whittle people down, the best way of doing it is to get other people to kill each other and then catch them afterwards.
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi,
The reason
would you
Kibo,
care to
Himiko, and
explain?
Maki can be
I doubt they'll
eliminated as
believe it if it
suspects is
came from me.
because they couldn't have access to the crime scene. Also the murder weapon, because it was on the wrong side as well.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it.
He was logged off too early.
Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the
We have
reason for that?
We saw Miu. Oops. We have solid alibis.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
You couldn't have killed Miu. Okay, what? The game just said, why couldn't he have killed Miu? And the answer was because he couldn't have killed her.
If Miu touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Don't answer,
Gonna be a
Shuichi.
split
You don't need
vote,
to
isn't
answer
it?
that. This is all Kokichi's trap.
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. This is cruel. I really like it. It's a really good way to have Gonta do it as well. Just to be like, he's innocent because he doesn't remember.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys
How
wanted
did you know?
so badly! A truth without any lies!
How did he know that Gonta would not remember?
Is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything, so oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to
You want proof? I've got your proof. After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Oh yeah. We've gone to outside. How do you know that?
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Miu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
He could have killed her, then went downstairs,
It's possible that he
and then
fled the
Kokichi
mansion
could have
after
pushed
he
the
heard
thing.
The impact.
Well, you could jump.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
That's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
Alright,
What?
we'll find out in the next episode, I guess. I've been John Proxy on channel John of the West. I've forgotten what I was going to name this episode, like Murder Friends or something. I'll see you guys next time. Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Adventure.